Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa Another episode, Ultra Despair Girls. In this episode, we are going to see what I think is the ending of Ultra Despair Girls. I mean, you can't really expect anything more. Or I'm just going to continue from the last episode. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe this is all one single video for you to watch that I just couldn't cut up because this portion was too short. Who knows? Let's just watch it together, I guess. So, based off the last save that it provided for me, this is either going to be chapter 6 or epilogue. Who knows? Ah, here's the epilogue. Woohoo! The changing world we made. Pretty. Also, why is Katoko the only girl to have survived? The only person to have survived? That's Nagito. Carrying...
Oh, you're awake? You were lucky. You would surely have perished if I wasn't there to save you.
Why?
I changed my mind and decided to stay in this town a while longer. And while I'm here, I figured I should see this through to the very end.
How'd you save her in time, though?
That's not what I meant.
Oh, you mean why I saved you? Because I'm the same as you. I'm disappointed with endings that waver between despair and hope. I wish a real war had started. If it did, I know a brilliant hope would have been born. That is why I allowed myself to be captured after all.
So you did it on purpose?
But you aren't finished yet, right? Nothing has really changed since you began. So, I need you to continue working hard, so that a splendid hope may be born. You have tasted the bitter despair of having your meticulous plan fall apart around you, so I know you can do it.
Really? Which side are you on?
Does it even matter? Anyway, why don't you be the successor for now? If that is your intention, I will lend you a hand. If my schedule allows it, of course. There is somewhere I need to be later.
What do you mean?
I shall raise you to be her copy. One even more realistic than the real one. Someone like me, who both hates and loves her more than anyone else. I should be able to make you more like her than even she herself was.
Gross.
Very, very gross. He's a sick and twisted individual.
Are they still at it with that successor or whatever?
You're talking too loud. They'll hear you.
They can hear all they fucking want. A bunch of chumps teaming up together makes them suck even more.
Well, when you think about it, the plan was flawed from the beginning. Trying to create a successor while the original still exists?
I know this was kinda my idea, but kids sure are stupid idiots.
Not just the kids. The adults are idiots too. Just by causing a little unrest, just pushing them a teeny bit, I had them spinning around in the palms of my hands.
Despite how you look, you sure are wicked inside. Even if the outside's white, the inside's pitch black. You a rice ball or something?
I may be wicked, but you are too. After all, we are.
No, not we. Maybe I, or maybe it's me.
Well, they're pretty much the same. White despair, black hope. In the end, neither one. But I guess that works too. I mean, I didn't really give a damn about this town from the beginning. The fact that those guys will take an interest in this place will yield a much more fruitful harvest. Hey, don't you think so? Personally, I think they did a pretty good job for a group of kids.
It's Choco's voice.
Hey, don't you think so? Thanks to them, the preparations are nearly complete. laying the foundations for the final match. It's so despairingly perfect. Hey, 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 don't you... Oh, you're so forceful. What? Am I being too noisy for ya? I see. I didn't know you still felt such emotions. Or perhaps you're forcing yourself to feel something in a situation like this.
Izuru.
Well, not that it matters. Anyway, I leave the rest to you. Though I'm sure the next time I see you, you'll be someone else entirely. I hope you can at least have a little fun. I hope the future's going to be one you can't predict.
That is such a cool way to rope it in. Oh, that is so good. The only way that you get it is based off his hair. Oh, that is so good. Izuru, Hajime. At that point, he's still Izuru.
I was waiting to hear from you. I'm so relieved. I'm glad you're safe, Byakuya.
Well, safe enough, I suppose.
It looks unscathed.
Are you outside Toa City? You must be if this connection is secure, right?
Yeah, I used the secret passageway under the shrine. The captives are safe, thanks to the relative of that idiot we know so well. I'll introduce you to her later. She's much more talented and useful than he is.
What's your position? I'll send rescue right away.
Before you do, there's something you need to know.
Huh?
Komaru Naegi and Toko Fukawa are not with me.
Not with you? Why?
Did Toko decide to stay as well?
I'll let her explain.
Her?
She asked that I send you this message. It might be garbled a bit, but it'll do.
Can you see me, Makoto? You're surprised that I'm not leaving, right? Sorry for making you worry. There's a lot I want to say. But first, let me explain why I'm not there.
Yeah, he didn't look tortured. He's just in there.
What are you saying? All this time, you were bawling about how you wanted to go home.
Oh, come on! I was not bawling! Don't make things up! Jeez!
I thought he was just gonna say one name, and that would like spark Toko to be like, like I thought he was gonna say Toko, because like obviously that would be the first name that he says.
Why are you bringing up something like that? Do you feel responsible for their revenge? But that wasn't your fault. You can't feel bad about that, not even a little.
No, that's not it. It doesn't matter whose fault it is. This is my decision.
Then why are you doing this? Didn't you want to get out of this place and live a normal, peaceful life? But now you want to stay here? That's like the complete opposite.
You're right.
It's not because you feel despair.
No, of course not. I don't want to get slapped again.
Then why?
Even I'm not totally sure. But earlier, when I said how I want to save both, all the scary feelings and hesitation I've felt were gone. Even though the odds were against us, for some reason, I felt courage. I think it's because I was confident that that was what I needed to do. But what would happen if I leave this town with you and Byakuya? What would happen if Future Foundation came here to suppress the riot and uncover the secret? And then what would happen if the remnants of hope were to find this place? It would turn into a war. Just like Monica said.
So you're saying you're going to be this town's hostage in place of Master?
Until now, I kept relying on you. And I never really got to make decisions on my own. But I was like that even before I met you. I used to give up all the time. But the decision to save everyone was one I made on my own. Of course, I'm scared and I'm worried. But despite that, I've made up my mind. I won't give up until the very end. I'll make sure I protect both.
Idiot. You're awfully optimistic after all this. Seriously, what are you thinking? You're just like your brother sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes. And then other times are complete opposites.
No. I think I got it from you.
Me?
You were with me all this time. If I have changed, it's your influence, Toko. For now, I'm going to be fine. This is much better than in prison life, regardless.
I mean, it kept you busy for what seemed like 24 hours, but who knows how much time actually did pass when they were doing all this.
So don't worry about me. Go back with Byakuya. You two are the only ones who can persuade Future Foundation not to interfere here. So please, don't be mad.
What? Of course I'm mad. Jeez, why do I have to stay behind in a town like this?
Oh, no, you misunderstood. I meant I'm the one who's gonna stay here.
Well, you're not just gonna stay here alone.
If you're going to stay, there's no way I can leave. I decided to be with you too, remember?
Toko.
Do you really think some brother complex girl like you can be Master's substitute? In a hostage trade, you and I are barely enough for one, Master Byakuya. So, I'll stay with you. That's the decision I made, no complaining.
But you said you wanted to go home with Byakuya.
I don't need your concern. Master and I are rock solid. Even if we're apart, our feelings towards each other will never change.
Then you hear in the background, who the fuck are you talking about?
Yes, that's correct.
Huh?
I wasn't wrong that he was gonna talk there.
Master Byakuya!
It's true what you said. Even if we're apart, my feelings of disgust toward you will never change.
Master?
So the reason I've decided to stay isn't because someone forced me to. It's a choice I made myself. But I know that I can't just expect things to change right away, just because I'm staying. I know that I can't become real hope, like you. So, I'm going to wait.
It's like, it's interesting because I think I would like it if the first game had ended up with us controlling the ultimate hope. The second game ended up with us technically creating another hope. And then in this game, 2.5, I'll consider it, is not hope, but not despair as well. Purgatory, basically, and in between. So I kind of wish that there was a way that we would play as the ultimate despair, because then that would cover every base. We are hope, we made hope, we are not hope and we're not despair, and we are despair. And maybe we make despair. But I mean, that's kind of like what we faced off against in this one, so I don't know.
I'm going to wait for the day you guys defeat the remnants of despair and come home safe. But you don't have to rush or anything, okay? I'll wait until the day you come to pick me up. I have the gun Mr. Byakuya gave me. And I have my reliable friend Toko. And about Mom and Dad, I didn't find anything. I went to the torture room later, but it was empty. The film that girl forced me to watch must have been recorded earlier. Or fake. That means there's a chance they're alive and well somewhere. Right?
Much like yourself, stuck in between.
Maybe even somewhere in this city. That's what I choose to believe. Okay, sorry, this video is getting pretty long. I guess I should wrap it up. The next time you see me, I might be so grown up you don't even recognize me. Just like how surprised I was when I saw you. See you later, Makoto.
So that's the situation. I thought all your sister was good for was cowering in fear. But there you have it.
Seriously. Well, she surprised me before.
Hey Makoto, you know what we have to do, right? We have to stop this idiotic war and return here to retrieve them.
So, did they do that? Obviously, we dealt with the remnants of despair. But we didn't really fully deal with them. I don't know.
We wouldn't want to betray their expectations.
Yeah, you're right. I've made up my mind, Byakuya. If a situation like this ever happens again, no matter how dangerous the trap, I'm jumping right in, so I can end it properly, with my own 2 hands.
Hearing you say that reminds me of what you said back at the academy.
Huh?
Hope keeps going, huh? Fine. I'll partner with you for just a little while. At least until I've repaid the debt I owe to Toko and your sister.
Yeah.
What's this? Oh. I thought this was like another I thought this was gonna be another event like the one with Nagito and Monica. Really cool game. I really do like this. I love like the whole side story that it's not really necessary for you to have watched this at all. However, because this is animated, I think by the same studio that animated the first season, or technically Danganronpa the animation, I think maybe possibly they're also gonna have animated the 3rd season, which I'll be checking out soon, which is the whole reason why I've had to go into crunch time, and you'll find out the reason why when that episode airs. But this took my expectations of what it could have been and molded it into something else. Like, it's not that it, like, threw it out the window. It took everything that I thought it could have been and actually, like, ran with it. Maybe adding a few more things here and there, but that was literally it. Like, I knew that there was going to be some aspect where it would have to wrap in some of the first or second game, but I didn't think it was gonna. I didn't think it was gonna have Hajime in it at all. I thought it was just gonna be strictly Nagito, which I was surprised that even he was in it. But it's really cool. Now for the 3rd anime, I have no clue whether it's gonna have any connection to this, the first, second game, or it's gonna be completely on its own. But I'm waiting patiently. Above everything else, I think the only complaint that I have with this game, maybe a little bit of clipping, but that's just computer versus player, and that's about it. The only thing that I have issues with is camera, and that last fight. Whew, that was so hard to deal with. Oh well, I enjoyed 90% of this. But those kids, every single one except for the girls, all the boys just all died. Or one of them died, and the other 2 just disappeared. I don't know. Well, then again, since the... No, it was Monokuma kids that took them. It wasn't Monokuma adults. Still kind of unsure as to why they said adults before, but the kids took them. And I don't know why. Oh well. Everyone in this list deserves all the praise. Like, I'll say it from the first time, I'll say it the second time, I'll say it the third time. That's a new photo. Huh. Cool. Oh, they're all scraped up. And that's, Jataro's face. Oh, wow. I do not like that. She really is becoming a second Junko. I'm glad I paid attention near the end for those last few photos. Thank you, Spike Chunsoft, for making such great games. Huh?
All right then.
Okay.
Hey, you aren't ready yet?
Don't shout so early in the morning.
You're not really a morning person, are you? Are you secretly staying up late without me?
Thanks to your Jimmy legs and snoring, I can't get a good night's sleep.
I am so not snoring. But it's true I might toss and turn while I'm asleep.
I do that a lot too. And I only occasionally snore when I'm like in a deep sleep, when I've done something that is strenuous activity.
And it wasn't just snoring. You were talking in your sleep, saying, Makoto.
Oh. See, like, all this time I've been trying to fight the thought that maybe she does have that complex, but I don't know.
Lies! Definitely lies. And if you want to get a good night's sleep, why don't you go sleep in your own bed? We're in a hotel. There's plenty of other rooms.
Don't be an idiot. What happens if a ghost shows up?
Oh, so you're into occult stuff now.
Well, there might be a reason for that.
Well, you really did get possessed, right? So, ghosts do exist, right?
Well, I guess that's just one more thing you're afraid of now.
It's all your fault. Come on, let's go. If we don't keep a watchful eye, these people are gonna start fighting again. No time to slack off.
What? But you're the one who woke up late.
Hey! I told you to wait! Aw, come on, Toki!
That was from the very start of the game, I think, that channel. Why is that technically Usami or Monami? Because there's a line down her face. An end that repudiated optimism and pessimism. You can now read the spin-off novel, Ultra Despair Hagakure. Ultra Despair Hagakure. Huh? What does that mean? You can now make use of the bonus mode, where you can view CGs and listen to BGMs. By loading the cleared save data with the star, you can check them out. Thanks for playing. Yes. Save that, please. Oh, I can't go into extras. Okay, I was wondering what that was. Wowzers! Wow, you worked hard. View and listen to events and BGM from the game. Oh, and that's how you get over to the story of another man who is feeling despair. What's in the extras exactly? Okay, all the movies. You have to pay for these? Damn, there's a lot. You get the animations? Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, so I wasn't sure if the animations counted as well. The animations are probably the most expensive, yeah. Friends and Friends Reprise? But they're the same. I don't know how they're different, but oh well. Yeah, it's definitely, cool. Oh, that's not how. You have to... Return? Nope, that's not how. How do you go over to the next thing? Oh, you have to hit C for voice. English. How do you get over to the other galleries? So I don't really know how to look at the other things, but I think, yeah, I can't, do I hit tab? No. Nope, I can't use, the arrow keys. R? I have no idea. Yeah, view and listen to events and BGM from the game. So there's got to be a way to look at other stuff. Maybe I try plugging in a controller now? I'll see. I mean, it's the end of the episode, so if I lose audio, oh well. That's not really doing anything. When the game first starts off, you have to choose whether or not you have a controller or keyboard. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Along with, well, one extra thing. Whatever this novel spin-off thing is that I'll be reading through. That's about it. I want to say thank you for watching the main story of Danganronpa Another episode, Ultra Despair Girls, all the way through. If you made it this far, props to you. And if you somehow, for some odd reason, just watched this episode, why? I don't know. I really did enjoy this game a lot, and it's really, really cool what they were able to do with it. Now it's just seeing how everything comes together, or doesn't come together, or separates, or explodes, or implodes, or just good and bad. And that's about it. Anyway, thanks. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.